Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and Simon has sent me this puzzle to do. It's called Par 9 and it's based on a pencil puzzle type called Putteria? Not even too sure. I guess if it's Par 9, I think this kind of refers to what I call crazy golf or mini golf, where you have short holes. And this is a sort of layout of them. I don't really know, to be honest. But there is such a thing. Let me just see if I've got it here. I think I have. This is an actual Putteria grid. And it sort of looks like a Suguru grid. And the rules of this are that you place only one number in every cell in the pencil puzzle type. Each number indicates the size of the corresponding area. But in every row and column, every number can appear only once at most, and cells with numbers can't be orthogonal neighbours. That seems to be how it works. And those rules have been translated into this one. We'll get to that. Don't forget our Discord, our Patreon channel, our apps, and our merch, all on the links under the video. But the first link is to this puzzle. Now, the rules here are these. This is by Dragonoid Rules and Teganus, one of whom I know. I don't know the other. But anyway, they've converted this puzzle type for use in a Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Cages are Putteria cages. Each cage of size n has to have the number n contained in it. So this cage must have a 5 in it somewhere, I suppose. Putteria numbers cannot repeat in a cage and cannot orthogonally neighbour other Putteria numbers. So if the 5's here, you don't have the 2 in this cage here. Other numbers may repeat in cages. Now that is something I could have trouble with because it's so abnormal to have numbers repeating in cages. I might struggle with understanding that. Obviously, they would have to obey normal Sudoku rules, but interesting. Do give this a try. You may be able to wrap your head around the rules much better than I, especially if you've tried Putteria puzzles. I will put up a link to the one from Logic Masters Germany I just showed as well. But anyway, that will be below the link to this puzzle, which I'm fascinated to give a go, and I am going to start. Let me just check what I have on my phone there. No, that's fine. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. Okay, so this, yes, okay, this has got a 2 in it, and this has got a 2 in it, but it can't, by Sudoku rules, be here. So we know where the 2 in this cage is, and we have our first Putteria number. I'm going to colour them. Oh yes, and that might actually help. Now, then I can shade the cells around them as not ends, not Putteria numbers. Actually, that is a good idea. Let's make this one not a Putteria number because it's not in a cage. And those. There's not very many uncaged numbers in this. Oh, and then these are the wrong size for their cages, so they are not Putteria numbers. Actually, the 1 is, isn't it? Because that is in a cage of size 1. So not every box has to have a Putteria number. But this cage has to have a number, so that's a 3. There we go, okay. And this cage does too, so that's a 3. This now can't be an N, so there's a 5 along here. Yes, that's perfect. Look, that rules 5 out of these cells. So the 5 in this cage is down there because we had to have a 5 in there. This one is the Putteria number. Oh, that found another uncaged cell that I hadn't seen. Now this has to have a 3 in it somewhere here, which looking up doesn't help. That one's got a 2 in it. This has got a 3 in it. Oh, and we've got that 3. Okay, so we can make quite good progress here. So what I've been failing to do is colour remaining cells in cages where we've got the number. So those aren't. We need a 3 here that can't be there now, so it's in one of those 2. One of those is a 4. Oh, we need a 2 in this cage. That is done now. That has to be there. Let's put the colouring in. There we go. And that can't be an N now. We need a 6 in one of these two cells. Oh, it's got to be here because we've got a 6 in this box. So Sudoku rules still apply. Although I'm not thinking about those much. We're going to have a 3 in one of those two. We're going to need a 5. We're going to need a 5 there and there. Right, that's really good because that's going to use up the 5s for rows 1 and 2. We're still going to need a 5 in this cage, but we can't have one in rows 1 or 2 because they're used up in the other two. So they're not, and that is a 5. And that's not. At some point this is going to become a Sudoku puzzle, but that has not happened yet. One of those is a 4. One of these is a 4. Oh, there's 3 4s. Look, this is lovely. One of those two is a 4. Now I don't know which one it is. Indeed, maybe they could even both be 4s. No, Putteria numbers don't repeat in cages. But one of those is a 4 to label its cage, and that means this cell will be next to it. So that cannot be its number, it's N. So that's there. That gets coloured. These two get uncoloured. Now, in these 6 cells, I'm going to have, yes, that's lovely. In these 6 cells, I'm going to have 3 4s to mark out that cage, and this cage. Now, by Sudoku rules, I can only have 1 in each box. So one of those, and that cell must be the 4, the coloured number. And that means this can't be a 4 in its cage, and this must be. I've miscoloured these cells. Let's correct that. Now that means this can't be, and this can't be, and this must be a 4 for its cage. There we go. Okay, so let's just calm down after a flurry of activity. I need a 4 down here as well. That is now resolved thanks to that one. And I've still got to sort out a 5 here, a 5 here, a 5 here. This one needs a 4, which can't be there. So it's in one of those 2 cells. Down here we've got a 3. The 5 here can't be in column 3 because I have a 5 in it already. That's tricky. I don't see how these get resolved. Okay, well we've got to do some Sudoku now. 3 in the central row has to be there. I can just ignore the cages now. Digits can repeat in cages. That's so strange as a rule. We need a 6 in one of those 2. Could have written that in from the very start. We need a 4 in one of those 2. Now that's good. Because we know there's a Putteria 4 there, this can't be a 4. So we can fill in 4 here. Then we're going to have a 4 up in one of those 2. Still get a feeling there just aren't enough numbers in this. There's got, enough givens for us to solve it. There's got to be a 1 in one of those, a 1 in one of those. Oh, a 6 in this column. Right, that is good. 6 has to be here. And that is not a Putteria number because it's in a 3-cell cage, a 4-cell cage. So the 4 has to be here. That is commensurate with a 4 being up there. This now can't be its N. So the 5 is in one of those 2 cells. And that means these can't be the 5. The 5 in this cage is in one of those 2. I bet it's going to turn out to be here to help us with the 2, but I don't know that yet. Get a 4 in one of these 2. Still, there almost doesn't seem to be enough Sudoku information, but we will plug on mercilessly. Remorselessly, that's probably what I meant. 6, 4, 5. Oh, I suppose if there's a 5 there and a 5 there, one of these 2 is a 5. Yeah, I've got to use these numbers like Sudoku placements. So there's a 3 there and a 3 there. This is a 3, And that sorts out 5 up here. Let's colour them because I'm nearly finished with the colouring. Doesn't do anything else, does it? Well, no, it doesn't feel like it does. I'm not missing a rule. I don't think I am. There's a 9 in one of those too. That could be a 4, annoyingly. 6. There is a chance I've missed some cage from having its number in it, but that would be very painful. We'll probably find that out if it has occurred. I don't think it will have, but you never know. 3 up here can't be in those cells. Oh look, 3 is actually fixed in this box. It also can't be in those cells. So that's a 3. That's fixing where 2 is. So I didn't need this to be a 5 as it turns out. I can just do it by Sudoku thanks to 3. By the magic of 3, there seem to be no 3s in the corner. Oh, we could still get one down here. 8 is now here, definitely. Yep. 6, 8, 2, 7. 2, 4, 3, 5. No. 2, 3. Has what I've done revealed something else? Can't see it if it has. 7, 3, 8, 4, 5, 6. This is 1 or 9 just by eliminating everything else that it sees. I was going to say 1 can't be here because it's in a cage with a 1. That is not a problem. I have to remember, no problem with digits being in cages repeatedly. It is such an oddity having to allow for that. Oh, 8, 8. So that's an 8. So that gives us 9 and 4 in this box. Then we've got, this is a naked 7. Now we've got a 1, 5 pair in these cells. And these are a 7, 9 pair. This is a 2, 3 pair. This is 7 or 9, I suppose. That's 4 in row 7. Right, this has to be 7 because it's naked, I suppose. Again, 6 in this box can't be here because of that. So 6 and 5 are done there. I can remove that pencil mark. 3 is in one of these two. This is a naked 6. Strange. So this isn't 6. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I thought that was going to put 6 here, which would put 5 there. But that's not. Oh no, look, we get 6 here, and it does. It puts 6 here, and that does put 5 here. And that, it's not quite the last Putteria digit. Let's colour it though. These others are green. That's green because we need a 5 down here. Okay, now I am beginning to think we do have enough clues, which obviously we were going to anyway, but 7 has to be in one of these cells by Sudoku. This is 1 or 8. 6, 3, 1, 8 is in one of these two, and one of those two. And I'm just not looking at the right things. That is 5 or 7. That's 7 or 9. Oh, I see. Neither of these two can be 5. So 5 in the row is there. What's this? 3, 5, 1, 8. 5 now must be down here. That's the Putteria digit. Doesn't fix what 7 is, but it does colour this cell. 1, 8 and 9. That is 8 or 9. 7 in this row. No, I can't determine that. That's 1 or 8. Ooh, so that's a 1, 8 pair. So this is 2 or 3. Don't know which. Feel like, oh, 4. Yeah, that's been resolved up at the top. So that's probably the last 4 to go in. Then 9 can't be there, so that's a 9. This is a 1, 2 pair that are resolved. That looks like it's doing a lot. 9 there, 7 there, 1-2 pair again, then a 1-7 pair across here. That must be 9. These 7-9 have got disambiguated. That becomes a 9 as well. Now we need a 9 down here. It's got to be there. This becomes 8. 1, 8. Now I think I'm finishing off a bit. Shouldn't say that out loud. 7, 8, 7. Don't want to jinx it. 2 there. Right, I've got 1 and 2 in this central column, so that's perfect timing. Right, I'm going to get my last Putteria digit. It's not in that cell, it's in this one. This is a 1. 7 and 1 are done. 7 and 5 here. We get an 8 there. 5 and 1, and this is a 2, and that completes par 9. I'm not sure if I did it. Maybe it's 9 minutes. I certainly didn't do it in 9 minutes, but that's a very interesting puzzle. I mean, such strange rules. I'm not sure it'd really catch on as a Sudoku, because once you've done 1 or 2 of them, you've probably kind of got the rule set and the effect it has. It's very interesting, actually, that it was set up with a couple of 1s and then some 6s, 8s, 9s, and a 7. You had to kind of deduce all the 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s from the rules and the cage shapes. Really nice. Thank you to Dragonoid Rules and Tiganus. Interesting. And hope to see you again for more Sudoku on the channel next time. Bye for now.